Today we're on some repairs on this Kuhn baler. There's a problem with a wheel bearing on this back stub axle here. Let's have a look and see what we're going to do. So what's the problem with it? Well, the long and short of it is the wheel keeps falling off it. And it's a bearing problem. The wheel bearing is giving trouble. What's happening is he's sticking a bearing on it. It's lasting a little while, but not very long. When I put a straight edge up against the tyre, so it shows the line that it's actually running at, you can see how far away it is here. If you can see that, it's actually pointing out that way. So we'll get it jacked up here and we'll see what's going on. Two little mechanics from the house are after coming out to join me. Enya here is 3. Hi Enya, you waving?
Hi!
Good girl. And Ada here is 7. She's just spinning the wheel from here. Oh, she's just spinning the wheel. We have it jacked up here. We're going to have a look and see what's going on. So you'll see it rocking there. The wheel bearing is definitely gone. It's only been in it. I'd say the baler hasn't done 5-6 kilometres and the bearing is gone already. So there's something seriously wrong. Now, there's a good example. You might see it there, what's going on with the thread on the tyre. You see it's well worn that side, not much wear on that side, so the wheel is definitely pointing out the wrong direction. We get this put out of the way, get this hub off next. This is a mess. From what I can see here, between the back bearing and the front bearing, there's the slightest little bend on this actual stub. So you'll see it's actually running off at a mile. It's quite a distance there. You see how much it's off? So this one is definitely pointed out that way. I'm not sure how you'd straighten that. You start gassing this to heat it and straighten it. It's probably going to weaken it. And this shaft is actually quite damaged. You see the burring that's actually on the shaft. So yeah, the only solution is to change the hub. So that's the next job. So it's bent between here and here. So that's why it's left the two bearings actually aren't running in line. This one's slightly off. So that's causing the bearing to heat up. But you'll see here significant damage on the bottom of the stub shaft here. Got my hands on a brand new hub, stub axle I should say. So the first and most important job to do is to check that this hub actually fits my wheel. To cut out the old hub, weld in this one nice and straight, all measured up, and discover that the wheel doesn't fit on it, and you'll be left very red faced. Perfect. So I'm just going to stick a bag around this because, well, it'll do two things. It'll keep the dirt from going up the pipe, but it'll catch the oil as well, stop making a mess. There we go. Yeah, not bad. There we go. 300 millimeters exactly from the face to the back of this. So we have to cut the shaft. So Ada's holding this bit of steel. I have a square here, just measuring off the face on this new hub. That's it, hold it there, lovely.
3.09.
Right, 300 millimeters.
What are you going to do?
Great job. Okay, thank you for that, Ada. So that is my hub marked. That's the length I have to cut this at now, so I'll run it in the bandsaw. We'll do that next.
Mexican.
Really didn't fancy cutting out the angle grinder, so thankfully it faded into the saw. You'll see I had to take that bracket off. So I've encountered a problem here. This is the old hub that we've cut out. This is the brake lever that came off this old hub. The replacement hub, the brake shaft, is different. First obvious problem is the length, it's too long. But the bigger problem I'm having is actual lever is a different size, different diameter. I'm going to take this shaft out, I'm going to take this shaft out, and I'm going to fit this boss, which the shaft sits in, on this back plate. We'll try it and see how it goes. Dirt is the biggest killer of bearings, especially if a hubcap's not on, so I'll just clean this off as good as I can. The trickiest part of this job is going to be lining the hubs up so that the two wheels are running dead straight. The easiest way is a straight edge from this hub across to this hub. So that's the angle irons fixed into position. They have it nice and straight. I'm pretty confident on that. You'll even see the distance there, the way it's kind of recessed back in. That's the way it was. That one's the same. You'll see it's maybe recessed back in a bit. So here is the hub. So the little pieces I cut out with the gas here to fit around the flange on the hubs. So it's sitting nice and face against the part that the wheel sits again on both sides. I have to get a good weld around, all the way around here and around here as well. So it's a nice calm day. It's not much wind, so I'm going to weld away outside here. Useful little tool this. I actually use that bar for turning the girders when I'm at the sheds, making sheds. Bit of weight in this boy. Brake lever back on, adjustments made, painting done. Next job is get this thing fitted back onto the baler. We'll try that next. Pin and bush grease for something like this. Big difference in pin and bush grease and ordinary multi-purpose grease. Actually worked out surprisingly well. Pure luck, I think, more than anything else, but happy days. Centre pivot bush back on, tabs locked, safe as a house, brake cable back on, pipe connected. Next job is the 2 wheels. Big baler done and dusted. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.